Everybody needs somebody.
A friend.
Somebody who knows what makes you laugh.
How you feel about football,
movies,
singing, life.
Somebody who always has your back.
a real friend,
a best buddy.
But sometimes it can be hard for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities to make friends.
That's why we started Best Buddies across America
and across the world.
Best Buddies smashes people like me.
Like me.
Like me.
With people like me.
like me.
Me.
To create a one-to-one friendship
That foster understanding, break down barriers, and help us see how beautiful,
Smart.
funny, and amazing we all are.
And we can use your help.
Go to bestbuddies.org and see how you can get involved, because everybody needs a best buddy.
Including me.
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 And you.
Coming to you from the Arbor at the Port, Best Buddies Western New York welcomes you to our first ever virtual Champion of the Year event.
Good evening, my name is Alan Raskin, Global Ambassador for Best Buddies International and Chapter President of Best Buddies at Pittsford Sutherland High School.
And my name is Brennan Andrew. And I am a Best Buddies member from Webster Thomas High School. We are here to welcome you all to the first ever televised event for Best Buddies Western New York.
We are here tonight to honor the 2020 nominees for Champion of the Year.
Though this year looks much different, the need to support Best Buddies programming remains the same.
Tonight we invite you to learn more about our programs, our champions, and how you can support us during these unprecedented times.
Best Buddies International was founded over 30 years ago by Anthony Kennedy Shriver, and in 2016, Best Buddies brought their programming to Western New York. With a generous contribution from the Gala Foundation, Best Buddies Rochester was established. Since its inception, Best Buddies Western New York has opened over 40 school-based programs along with an adult friendship program. So what does Best Buddies really look like in action? Meet Ava and Sophia.
Sophia is without a doubt the most important person in my life. She taught me that being myself is the most amazing thing I can be and gave me more confidence than I ever thought I could have. I met Sophia in 5th grade, and from the very beginning, we were inseparable. We were having the time of our lives together. Before I met Sophia, there was not a moment where I wasn't thinking about what others thought about me. I was quiet, and school was the last place I wanted to be. Sophia showed me that school could be fun, and being unapologetically yourself is the most powerful way to live. I don't know where I would be in life if I hadn't met Sophia. Everyone should have a Sophia in their life.
We have been best friends for 8 years. Eva is smart, beautiful, caring, and I just love her so much. I know we'll always be best friends, and Best Buddies helped us to have more time together. We started with Best Buddies freshman year, and I was a leader and buddy director. I felt very proud of myself and learned how to be a better leader. Even though I was nervous when I joined Best Buddies, I made so many new friends. She's like a sister to me, and I love her so much.
There isn't a day where Sophia doesn't make me laugh and smile. She makes me happy on my bad days and makes my good days even better. Throughout high school, Sophia and I went to every important event together. We went to dances, prom, and even got our senior pictures taken together. We also went on every trip together, going to Washington, D.C., New York City, Florida, and Indiana for the Best Buddies Leadership Conference. Once COVID-19 started, we FaceTimed every day to stay in contact and decided to graduate together on the same day. Sophia and I both agree joining Best Buddies was the best decision we have ever made. We saw significant changes being made and were even put on our school's diversity committee to advocate for students with IDD. Best Buddies is a safe space where everyone is not only accepted but celebrated because of their differences. Sophia changed my life and will always be my family. I am forever grateful to Best Buddies for giving us a home.
Thank you, Best Buddies, for always making my day brighter and making me feel more loved and accepted than ever.
For the past 3 years, Best Buddies Western New York has selected individuals in our community that through their work have benefited our programming. Year 1, we honored Kevin Radke from the Rochester Police Department, and last year, we honored Dan Mason and the Rochester Red Wings. This year, we are honored to celebrate Bath Bombs for Charity.
I started Bath Bombs for Charity 4 years ago as part of my National Junior Honor Society charity project. We make homemade bath bombs and shower steamers, and we donate the money to charity. I had so much fun that my sister wanted to join in.
It started with donating to many charities, but we feel closest to Best Buddies. We love all the work that they have done, and we are more than happy to continue to support them.
We plan on working hard to keep spreading the word about Best Buddies. Thank you so much.
We are so honored to receive such an amazing award.
Since 2017, Best Buddies has hosted our Champion of the Year event. Over 50 champions have helped Best Buddies to raise almost $300,000 for inclusion and programming here in Western New York. This year, 8 champions stepped up during a pandemic to help Best Buddies, and we are excited to introduce them to you. On screen, you will see the site where you can make your donation to your champion. At 9 p.m. tonight, we will reveal the 2020 Champion of the Year on the Best Buddies New York Facebook page.
I am Anthony.
My name is Brian Allen.
Well, we got involved with I wasn't got involved at my school. So my teacher, for my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, got into the group.
I got involved in Best Buddies. Basically, I fully support the mission 100%, and super excited to do things like this to get a new friend and make a big difference. You make a difference in the community. Anthony and I have built a friendship that is going to last a long time. Our families are connected, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Getting included, making everyone feel included, and knowing that you're making a difference.
Well, inclusion is important for me because when I first started knowing Best Buddies, I didn't know it pretty well. So my teacher, Mrs. Green, told me about it, and then I got into the group, and then I liked it.
And inclusion is important because everyone deserves the right to be and feel included. I think one thing we all need to do while we're here on Earth is to make it a better place than when we got here. And everyone has value, and Best Buddies gives those with special needs a voice, and to feel value and ultimately understand that there's a reason why they're here.
Well, I got to do a lot of fun stuff. I got to do a lot of fun stuff with my friends. So I got to go to a Red Wings game, and I caught a foul ball for the first time. We do the Best Buddy Friendship Walk every year.
What do you think, huh?
I think it's fun.
This is the best part, right? You get the friendships that you make, but also the best part is knowing that there are programs out there that will change lives, and that's the mission, that's the purpose of Best Buddies. I've gained a friend for a long time. I enjoy when we can FaceTime and you see the smile on his face and the smile on my face. It never stops. But that's why we do it.
State your name.
Santi Patel.
Santi, what is your reason for becoming involved with Best Buddies?
So everybody can get included.
And Santi, why did you decide to become a champion?
So other people could get Best Buddies and I can have a Best Buddy.
And Santi, why do you think inclusion is important?
Because everybody can play together.
And what do you think the best part about being involved with Best Buddies is?
Playing with your best buddies.
I'm Deanna Gasorchek.
I'm Molly Carey.
I became involved with Best Buddies 4 years ago when I started working with the Carey family. And I have been hooked on working with Best Buddies ever since.
I started 3 years ago at Park Road from my twin brother.
So I became a champion because I think inclusion is so important in this community, as well as Buffalo, which we are also representing.
I always loved Best Buddies. It was such a good organization and so much fun hanging out with all my Best Buddies friends and just meeting new people.
Well, as a special education teacher, I think inclusion is important because nobody wants to feel left out, and no matter who you are or where you come from, you always want to feel welcome, and I think Best Buddies is a great avenue to do that.
You always want to have a friend next to you, not just be alone. Like if you're going through something important or going through something bad, you always want to have someone by your side.
I think the best part about being involved with Best Buddies is just being able to connect with people from all different walks of life. I feel like coming from, not from being from Rochester, I have met so many people and have had a lot of connections with people I don't think I would ever have connections with if it wasn't for Best Buddies.
The best part is meeting new friends and having everybody included and going to all the new events.
State your name.
Chris Teach.
I'm Josh Miles.
And what is your reason for becoming involved with Best Buddies?
To promote to other schools about how Best Buddies got its name from our chairman, founder, Anthony Kennedy Shriver.
Really just the mission of Best Buddies and just helping individuals with disabilities and just becoming more part of the world and becoming part of society. I think it's just an excellent mission, and I want to do anything I can to be a part of that.
What was your reason for becoming a champion?
I wanted to to be a champion because Best Buddies, because I like to expand Best Buddies because some areas just don't know about Best Buddies, and I think it would be great to expand Best Buddies around our state because some schools are missing out on this awesome opportunity that some schools and us that have Best Buddies.
Josh, why is inclusion important?
I think inclusion is important because it's everybody's right. Just as being human beings, we all have a right to be involved in what we want to be involved with. It shouldn't matter what you look like or what you can or can't do. It should just matter that you want to be a part of something, that everybody should have that opportunity, and that's what Best Buddies promotes, and that's what we want to help promote as well.
Inclusion is important because we don't want to exclude anybody. It's very important because we don't want people using the R word, and we don't want any like hatred or anything, because we want every state and every country to know that people are different in our world.
Josh, what is the best part of being involved with Best Buddies?
Getting to work with people like Chris. You know, that's an extraordinary thing. You get to meet so many new people and people that you might not have been able to otherwise meet, and I think that's part of life, really, just getting to see everybody. And so it's the people that makes Best Buddies as great as it is.
Chris, what do you think the best part of being involved with Best Buddies is?
The best part of being a part of Best Buddies is hanging out with people like Josh, because it's great that people get to have someone to hang out with, and especially during these uncertain times when there's lots of other things going on, but it's always good to hold on to the positives when you have someone like Josh around, because me and Josh, we like to hang out together, and I think he is the best person I have.
Behind you. Best behind you.
Lisa Latin. We became involved in Best Buddies because my son joined it at his middle school, and prior to that I had no idea what Best Buddies was. And as soon as he came home all excited, I was like, I need to find out some more information. And so we were all in after that. I wanted to become a champion to really talk about the benefits that Best Buddies has been for my son, who is 16, and what that has meant for him socially. Social engagement and interaction is really difficult for him. And from the beginning of him joining Best Buddies, he looked forward to it. When he saw it was on his calendar, he was like excited, a big smile. And that was really great to see, because usually things like that are really difficult for him. And it's not something that he's like excited and readily wants to get involved in. So we've only seen that grow since he became involved in 7th grade, and now Best Buddies has moved up with him into his high school at Penfield. And that's been really awesome, because prior to that, they only had it at the middle school. So we really said, this needs to move up with him. These are his friends, and he really enjoys this activity. Inclusion is what I want for my son's life, for everything. He doesn't have that. He, has to work really hard with communication and in social situations. That sort of can be really very taxing for him, but he doesn't find that when he's with his buddies and he's doing those types of fun activities that every other 16-year-old wants to do with their friends. And within that environment, it just seems so organic and natural for him. And he doesn't have that throughout his life. And as a parent, when you have a child with a disability, one of the things that is always going around in your brain is, after I'm not here, who's going to be in my son's life? Who's going to be that, that person like, hey, let's go do this. And Best Buddies helps to formulate that for him and helps to engage him in those and work on those skills that are really difficult for him. So it was a no-brainer for us to become involved and just become like, the cheerleaders on the side for Best Buddies. I love Best Buddies. It's a community. It's a community of people that get your child, and it's other parents and support staff and those behind the scenes running it that really believe in the mission of inclusion and really want kids to reach their full potential and to have those meaningful social relationships. So we're thrilled to be a part of it.
Jason Miles.
And I'm Jeff DeBellis.
Kaylin is my cousin and her husband Luke, and they got me involved about 3 years ago with fundraisers and coming to the events and the Gala and stuff like that. And after meeting Henry, that's pretty much hooked. After seeing the effect that Luke and Kaylin had on our little champion, and the other children, how much this brings joy to them, it made me feel like I wanted to give to that.
Inclusion is important to me just because, honestly, everyone should have the opportunity to do everything. So we don't want to ever see anyone left out. I never want my daughter to ever feel like she should be a part of something as well. So I think that's one of the most important things, is that just having the access, the opportunities to succeed, just to be able to experience what everyone else could experience. I'd say the best part about being in Best Buddies, Jay kind of touched on it earlier, just going to the events and just seeing the reactions to the kids when they're with each other, seeing the looks on their faces, doing different events, and just seeing them kind of light up. It just makes you want to do more.
Yeah, I agree. It brings like an inner peace, seeing joy and smiles in these young kids' faces, just being able to do a little bit. That little bit means so much to them, and that's what pushes me to do more and more each year.
My name is Liza Beardsley.
For as long as I can remember, I wanted to have a career that made me feel like I was helping people and making a difference. I'm a middle school special education teacher, and I am a firm believer in relationships, and I think that's what Best Buddies is all about. Building relationships allows my students to build confidence and live a more successful and fulfilling life. And I am involved in Best Buddies to create a more inclusive community for my past, present, and future students. Last year, I was also a Champion of the Year nominee, and I just kind of did it to get my feet in the door and become a little bit more involved in Best Buddies. And I honestly just had so much fun organizing events and bringing people together, and I just decided to do it again. I think that we are a more powerful, diverse, and connected community when everyone is included. I think that we need all types of minds and perspectives to be the best people that we can be. There are so many incredible people in the Best Buddies community, and every time that I go to an event, I am greeted by so many warm smiles and hugs, and you are guaranteed to have a blast at any event that you go to.
Steve Mealy.
I'm Kristen Vigneri. I started Best Buddies because my brother is on the autism spectrum, and he has pushed me and motivated me to get outside my comfort zone.
When we're talking about Best Buddies and everything that they do, they serve a population that for so long was outcast, was thrown in situations that wasn't gonna benefit them, it wasn't gonna progress them in life. They were just here to live, and you know, in my faith, I don't agree with that. We all have a purpose, we all have a specialty, we all have that kind of call, that kind of drive to do something.
Inclusion is love, inclusion is one big family, and that's definitely something that I've experienced through Best Buddies.
When we start including people that we would normally have outcasted in the past, we get to see some magical gifts. And it kind of refocuses our hearts and minds to, you know what, we're here to work with everyone that's involved in Best Buddies. We're here to work with people of different backgrounds, people of different beliefs, people of different experiences, and we all get to be like a family. And for me, for an Italian, family is everything, big or small, usually big.
Very true. I would definitely say the people that I've gotten to know through Best Buddies has just brought such a wide scale to not only myself, but to other people. I'm able to bring other people into it. And again, that love, I don't even know how to describe it. It's such a big, heartfelt type of thing. Being in Best Buddies is just something totally different that not everybody gets to experience. And I'm extremely happy to be sharing that experience with people.
How incredible were those champion nominees? Please consider supporting these community members tonight. Our Champion of the Year auction is live and has incredible items available, including a signed jersey from our buddy Jack Eichel, a Buffalo Sabres suite experience, a weekend getaway to Black Bear Lodges, jewelry, experiences, and spirits. Below on the screen, you will see the link. The auction will remain open until December 6th, so bid high and bid often.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. We all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean.
Lisa, your family has been involved with Best Buddies for so long, and also you have been crowned the champion of the year for the past 2 years. Tell us about why Best Buddies is so important to your family.
Where do I begin? I think one of the main reasons is, of course, I have a daughter with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and who is my life. And growing up, she really didn't have any friends. She, through grammar school, through middle school, and then high school, she would come home and she'd be like, "Mommy, why can't I go to the mall with the rest of the kids? Why can't I go to lunch?" She didn't have any friends. And then Best Buddies came around, and she actually felt like she had a place to belong. She felt like she had friends, and there were activities that she could go just hang out and be a normal kid. I think that was obviously one of the main reasons, because I wanted my daughter to have all of the social interactions that I had when I was growing up. Everybody deserves that, and especially people with disabilities. Especially as they get older, they feel even more and more isolated because there's nothing for them to do. Right. So Best Buddies is so incredibly important to our community. That's another reason why I'm involved as deeply as I am. Also, one of the reasons I decided to donate more of my time as the board chair, and I will do it as long as they'll have me, just because I am so passionate about the agency. Awesome. Everybody deserves to have a friend, a buddy. My name is Lisa Noonan, and I am the board chair for Best Buddies of Western New York. I am here to ask for your support. Best Buddies needs you more than ever at this point in time. Everybody deserves to feel included and have a friend. So please, please, please do what you can. And we appreciate it. All of the money stays here locally and doesn't go anywhere else, and it just supports our community. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Alex. We've been crowned as the Best Buddies Champion of the Year for the past 2 years. Who will win this year?
Check out our Best Buddies New York Facebook page at 9 p.m. tonight to find out the winner of the Best Buddies Champion of the Year.
I love thee, I love me. No, I know about you, oh baby, I love me. Now everybody say hey, ooh, hey, ooh, hey, hey, hey. They're gonna say all kinds of things. They'll make jokes about my name. They're gonna try to clip my wings, but I'm gonna fly. They'll try to play me like